Hi, this is Manessa Park from Group 5. This is for the Political Science Project. Our members are Kari Ford, Kendall Price, and Brett Martin, and myself, Manessa Park. Today we're going to talk about tuition costs and student debt. As you know, tuition costs are increasing. They've especially been issues in news and students with protesting because of tuition increases. The public university system, like the University of California, has shown increases over the last 10 years. Recently, in last November, there was a proposal to raise the tuition as much as 5% over the next 5 years. Currently, tuition is approximately $12,192, and with this increase, it would rise to $15,564 by the school year 2019-2020. After the recession, there were lots of issues as far as how to fund schools, and because there's less money to go around, the school systems have to come up with ways to fund themselves. And one of the ways is to raise tuition costs and put the burden on the students. In January, President Obama proposed a government program to make community colleges tuition-free. Some countries have colleges that are completely free of costs to the students, such as France. But this program, which has not been approved yet, would allow over 7.7 million Americans who attend community college today to actually attend free. A couple states have implemented their own programs. Tennessee has the Tennessee Promise, which offers free community college to qualified students. Chicago also has a program. All you have to do is be a high school graduate who's made over a 3.0 GPA, and you can go to community college for free. I have a few statistics here that I'd like to present. One is the tuition cost per state, and this is for a four-year university. The yearly average for the national average for a four-year university is $9,139. And the bottom graph here, it shows you the percent of increase of the change that has happened in the last 5 years. So of note, there's 15 states who have increased around 10% over the last 5 years, and 18 states, including California, that increased by more than 20%. So California has had about 27% tuition increase in the last 5 years. The trends in loans are for undergraduate students are as listed here. So grants, there's a total, you would have a total of 54% of students have grants. And then the other percentage is that 37% get their aid from student loans, which they have to pay back with interest. One thing to note here is that grant aid, the increase of grant aid often doesn't increase fast enough to fill in the gap between the rising tuition costs and the ability for families to pay the cost. And these statistics have come from the College Board. It's a nonprofit organization. They're the people who run the SAT and programs and AP programs. And so they've come up with all of these statistics. I have one more for you that I thought was interesting. This is the breakdown of all of the undergraduate aid. And so, as you can see, there's different types of aid that a student can get. And so as far as one of the most popular grants is the Pell Grant, and $33.7 billion goes out of that into students, and that's, you don't have to pay it back. And then for federal loans, $62.9 billion goes out towards student loan debt, or student loans. Sorry about that. The average student from California, according to the Project Student Debt Organization, is $20,340. We are actually, California is on the lower end of student debt. There's other states that had much higher debt, close to $50,000 when you graduate from college from a four-year university. So I'll let Kari talk about the consequences of student debt.
Hello, this is Kari Ford of Group 5, and today we will be talking to you about how college tuition affects college students. And to do this, I will be discussing various stories of different college students and their struggles after college due to the unbelievable rates of college tuition. One student I read about named Tammy, story went that at the age of 23, she had accumulated over $50,000 of college tuition debt. And because of this, even though she had a college degree and a good paying job, she was forced to go into prostitution. This was unfortunate because Tammy had a great life. However, she had no ways of paying off her student debt. So she was forced to sell the only thing that she had, her body. Because of this, Tammy now has 3 kids. However, of those 3 kids, 2 of them have unknown fathers. And Tammy also has STDs. She claims that this was brought on to the fact that she saw no other way to support herself through school. And I believe that's true. In fact, based on the research I've done, I've found numerous examples of people who are forced in a bad situation because of high college tuition rates that they saw no other way than to turn to illegal activity or to do something that ruined their life. Or they just accumulated debt after debt after debt. And another example of this can be seen in how St. Francis University has an average student debt rate of over $50,000. That's a crying shame in my opinion. And it's a show that we need to cut down on the amount of student debt.